Hello everyone. So today is a very special day, and it's also going to be a special video. Today is April 8th, 2024, and you know what that means? Today is the 10th anniversary since Windows XP stopped getting support. Windows XP is one of the best operating systems ever made, and it's really not hard to see why. Released back in 2001, it's since been pretty much seen as one of the best because it just had so much to offer. And I remember even years after it was released, people were still using it. Even back around 2010 when I was in high school, it was being used then. And I think maybe even a few years later when my younger brother was still in high school. And some people still like to go and try to use it today, even though it doesn't get support. And I'm going to go and talk about why that is. Even with Vista coming out and 10 and all that, I'm going to talk about why I think it's the best operating system ever made and why we should all use it. Oh, and there's also supposed to be this solar flare today. And today, of course, is going to be the day when a bunch of people go and look up at the sun.
Solar flare! My eyes! My eyes! What have you done to my eyes?
But I guess I could go and talk about it a little bit. After all, I do have the glasses. I do have some moonshine. And I even got that movie about to play. Because, you know, why not torture myself? And the only thing that could be more shiny will be Edward's chest.
It's like diamonds.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find any moon pies. I looked everywhere for that. Well, not everywhere, but I looked at some of the stores I usually go to, and I just couldn't find any. And I've done that for the past few weeks. It wasn't like I waited to the last second, but I don't know. I even tried to find a substitute for them, and I couldn't do that either, but what are you going to do? So, it's still about 40 minutes until it technically begins, but even then, it's not really going to be noticeable. It's just going to be slowly moving onto the part of the sun, and even then, it's really not still become noticeable in the sky until around 20 minutes or so before it becomes totally eclipsed where I live. But I am going to go and get all that and make a little video out of it just to go and just document it, and then I'll talk about Windows XP. So let's go and wait about 40 minutes until it comes out. Okay, so the eclipse is getting pretty close at this point. Not too much yet, since obviously it's still pretty light, but I can kind of see the moon getting over that. So, I do remember the last time the eclipse happened back in 2017, and we were pretty close in it. We weren't in totality completely, but we were kind of close. It still got a pretty good effect. My younger brother, he got to see totality, but my parents and I didn't. But still, it was a cool effect. The leaves, they kind of had this weird effect to it, and it's kind of hard to describe. It's kind of centric moon effect, I guess that would be the way to describe it, but it got, of course, really dark, not quite nighttime, but still dark, and there was a temperature drop. It dropped about 10 degrees or so, maybe 20, and of course it was during the middle of summer, so it didn't get cold, but still, you could feel it. And this one, again, I'm still not in totality, but I am still pretty close to it. Not exactly, but I think it actually might be a little bit better than last time. I'm not sure. It's about 99% here, but it's still going to be really cool. And unfortunately, it's going to be the last one until, I think, the 2040s for North American eclipse. And even then, I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be more out west. I don't know where west is. I really think it's that way. Usually I know, but I'm losing myself right now. But I'd say in about another 25 minutes or so, it should be good. It's supposed to be good. Getting dark about exactly 2 o'clock, so probably close to that in 25 minutes, 30 minutes. So we'll go and see it then. I know that animals are supposed to act kind of weird during it, but so far my cats don't seem to be acting too weird. Of course, it's not Toto yet. You can kind of see the sky turning weird, but so far Sophie seems to be pretty good. And then, Bill, how you doing? He seems to be okay. And then, lastly, we have Maddie. Also seems to be doing good. But maybe it will be during the total eclipse when it's all dark, in which I'll be outside and won't be able to see them. But maybe they're just going still sleep like they always do. Okay, so it is definitely starting to get a little bit more darker now. It's definitely getting that weird effect. Not sure if you can see it or not. Kinda. But I kind of wonder what Team Avatar is doing right now, actually. I wonder if they're going and actually taking advantage of this and not screwing up like they did last time. Of course, I'm more of a waterbender than a firebender, so that would make sense that I would go and take their side.
Yeah, you better leave.
Hey, I got my eye on you.
Water tribe.
We are starting to go and get that kind of weird leaf effect right now. Kind of, yeah, it's really hard to describe. It's kind of like a crescent moon. It's kind of like three-dimensional. I'm not really sure how to describe it, but that's the way I kind of see it. And pretty much the same as it was last time, a little bit darker maybe. Still, you can't really go and see it in the lens, I believe. It should be totality about 5 minutes from now, 6 minutes. Okay, so it's about 3-4 minutes into totality. You know, I kind of wonder what our ancestors used to think of this thousands of years ago before they had all the scientific details of it. How do you think they reacted to something like this? Now you might be wondering, why I didn't go and see the eclipse up close? It was just a few miles away. But then I thought, yeah, that'd be fun. But why would I want to go and see something that would go and last as long as Fruit Stripe's gone? I also kind of wonder if the animals are starting to act crazy right now.
Crikey! All the animals are gone mad! Ugh.
We are pretty much at totality at this point. Probably really can't see too much right now. It's still kind of, doesn't seem to be 100%. You know, they said not to go and look at it, but I'm gonna go ahead and look at it anyway. It can't hurt me. It didn't last time.
I'm invincible! You're a loony.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
Wait a minute. I'm blind! No! Help! No!
This is surely the darkest day in America since the election of Joe Biden.
That's not true.
Still kind of getting all those weird effects from the leaves. And it does seem to be pretty much over at this point. And even though it didn't get to totality, it didn't get completely dark, I'm so thankful for what it was. And yeah, even though there probably won't be another one for a while, when's the next one gonna be? Well, I can wait that long. Still, I kind of wonder what some of the people who didn't know what was happening, didn't know about the solar eclipse, wonder what was happening today. What do you think when it happened to the sun?
Oh well, can't beat 'em. Eat 'em. Not bad.
Jumping Jehoshaphat, who turned out the sun?
I also heard that there was supposed to be a 105-year-old man who was seeing his, I think, 13th eclipse, which is pretty insane when you think of that. Given my generation really isn't the smartest, I don't think most of us are even going to live to probably be even 70. And look at that. I looked at the eclipse and I was totally fine. Just like last time. What did all those scientists know? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Didn't get to a tally, but still, it should be pretty good. And even though I won't get to see another one in my life, or my children, maybe even my great-grandchildren, probably if I ever have any, it was so great to go and see this. That can't be good. So that's it. The 2024 solar eclipse is over. And it didn't really get as dark as I hoped it was going to be here. In fact, I think it actually might have gotten darker back in the 2017 one. I'm not sure, but I think it did. And again, I would have liked to go and see it up front where it was at its totality completely. But again, Fruit Stripes gum. And also, I'm blind now from looking at the sun. Apparently, those scientists were right all along. I didn't notice my pets didn't seem to freak out when I came in. Of course, I wasn't in here when it was at its totality, but when I came in, they just seemed to be doing what they always do, snoozing. So it was still a fun event to go and see, nonetheless. But it would have been better with Moonpies. And I blame all the stores for not getting any of the Moonpies I wanted. It's just... What's a solar eclipse without a freaking moon pie? I had the moonshine. I saw freaking Twilight Eclipse. And I didn't get the moon pies. Oh, and about that Microsoft XP thing, yeah, how about we do that another time? Maybe just another time when maybe my eyes possibly get fixed. But until then, hope you have a great day, and I hope you had a great day on the solar eclipse as well. Take care. Well, what else am I going to do with them?